The Dirt Road Comedy Tour. Guys, make some noise for Mr. Bryce Stanley.
All right, one more time for old man Willie. Let him out. He's got a kid's birthday party he's got to entertain. They are going to be shocked. All right, I'll start with this. I'm a little embarrassed to tell you this, but just put my Christmas decorations up. Yeah, it's too long, isn't it? I waited too long. I don't know. It's a tough day because it's always sad when I got to put the mistletoe belt buckle up for the year. All right, we got it? Okay. I also like to wait till after my favorite holiday is over with. My favorite holiday is President's Day. Anybody else? No? All right. Partially because of the great mattress sales. But mostly because my wife gets a blue dress, I get a cigar, and we reenact scenes from the Clinton administration. All day long. So I got a degree in accounting that I like to use never. Proud graduate of the University of Missouri Business School. I don't know if you guys know anything about the University of Missouri Business School. I'll tell you a little something about them. They're not that proud of me. They seem to think with an accounting degree I should like own a business or be a CPA or have health insurance. I'm like, I just wrote a pretty good joke about a mistletoe belt buckle. Things are going pretty good for me. Doing all right. It's like when you go to that party and you hook up with that girl that's just a little bit out of your league, and the next morning she's like, hey, don't tell anybody about this. That's basically what the University of Missouri has let me know in written form. Just keep your mouth shut. We'll be talking about that. So you probably figured out by now I'm not from here. I'm up north, Bolivar. Grew up in Bolivar, went to Mizzou. Well, I left, I was gone for 30 years, and I just kind of started coming back, moved back to the area. So the thing that surprised me the most when I moved back was that Ned Reynolds was still alive. He was 70 when I was in high school, so it's got to be 120 or something. Into last year, my wife and I celebrated 30 years of marriage. It was our 1-year anniversary, but she'd been married 17 years before, and I'd been married 12. Just added them up. Had a party, so. I'd been divorced long enough, I'd forgotten stuff about being married, like Sharon and stuff like that. I woke up, I fall asleep during football, and I woke up, and she's got the remote control, and she's taking it across the room to where she sits. Come on, guys. You're gonna be with me on this. We can't have a marriage of chaos here. I told her, I was like, we gotta have rules, you know? You don't touch my remote control, I don't touch your weed eater. That's how we're gonna make it through this thing. And she's like, that's not how it works. She's like, we're married now. What's yours is ours. What's mine's ours. Everything's ours. And I was like, I don't remember anything about the remote control in our vows, but I don't want a second ex-wife, so I'm gonna let you win this one. You know? And then 2 days later, I'm out in the garage doing manly stuff. And she comes busting through the door, and she's like, what the hell are you doing? Those are mine. And I'm like, hold on. We're married now. What's yours is ours. What's mine's ours. Everything's ours. See what I did, guys? I used her own weapons against her. Like you do in a healthy marriage. And that's when she said, you're stretching out my panties. First of all, they're our panties. And second of all, they don't really stretch, they just kind of rip, so you can have them back. married into being a grandpa. That was kind of cool, wasn't a grandpa married into it? So I didn't realize you have to like pick your grandpa name now. So they're like, what do you want your grandpa name to be? And I was like, I'll just be grandpa, it's fine with me. And they're like, that's already taken. I'm like, what? Like, both my grandpas were called grandpa. I figured it out. It's not that hard. You know? And they're like, you gotta pick another one. I'm like, all right, I'll just be Papa then. And they're like, that's already taken too. I'm like, what? Like, how about, I guess, Gramps then? And they're like, that's also taken. It's like, how many damn divorces does this family have? What's going on around here? I was like, why don't you just tell me what's still available? You know? And I'll just pick one of them. And they're like, you could be grandfather. I don't think so. A little too much Little House on the Prairie in it for me. They're like, well, you could be Carl. Carl? My name's not even Carl. That doesn't even make sense. His real grandpa's named Carl. It's gonna get real confusing. They're like, well, you could spell yours with a K. Like, the kid can't read that and solve the problem at all. You know? They're like, you could just call you Bryce. I'm like, no, I need some kid calling me by my first name, you know? I didn't have anything to do with it being born, but, you know, I feel like he could put a little respect on my name when he addresses me, you know? So now I got a 4-year-old that calls me Sir Carl. I'm the only one with a #1 Sir Carl shirt. My wife and I, we're still kind of in that honeymoon phase, you know, still spicing things up. Brought the cameras into the bedroom a while back. I don't know if anybody's done that. I was prepared for the camera at 10 pounds. I didn't realize apparently it takes off about 4 minutes. More of a Snapchat than a porn, really. I like that one too. Did you guys get out and vote in November? Yeah. We get out and vote? Say if you don't vote, you can't complain, but you can. You can totally complain. You just start complaining, nobody verifies you voted, you keep complaining. See a lot of people doing it. They say everybody should vote, you know, but I got social media, and I'm not real sure, like, everybody needs to be voting. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got friends on Facebook that you're like, maybe set this one out this year. Help America out a little bit. So, I don't know. And I'm not concerned with like the far right and the far left. Like, I figure they've seen enough memes, they know where they want it to go. You know? I'm worried about the people with the weight of their country on their shoulders and don't know which spelling of there to use. This group of society that paid attention during political science but slept through spelling. And I'm not saying that you should have an accounting degree from the zoo to be able to vote. That's not where I'm going with this, because quite frankly, I don't need to be voting either. Yeah. I treat voting like it's a test I didn't study for. Like, it's multiple choice. I'll probably recognize the right answer. I've written myself in multiple times. Figure I'd be a good state auditor. I voted for a dude named Dwayne Johnson one time, and I didn't know what he was running for. I just wanted to smell what The Rock was cooking. That's what you get from me. So. And then you get to the end and you think you're done, and then there's all those amendments. Like, I didn't come here to read. Just wanted to help America, not join a book club. So I just skimmed through those too. Marijuana was on the last one, so I read that one a little closer just to make sure it didn't affect my future. And I treat the amendments like a test too. If I get too many yeses in a row, I'll throw a no in there. They can't all be yeses. You know. Sorry, road district, not your year. So I told you I grew up around here, and I come back and I started noticing like all these kids playing on these ball teams now. Have you noticed the ball teams have stupid mascots now? You know, it's like the Attack and the Threat and the Thunder. And I don't know why they can't just have normal mascots like we used to, like the Bolivar Liberators. Everybody knows what Liberator is, you know? We played against teams with normal mascots too, you know? Like the Republic Tigers, the Ozark Tigers, the Willard Tigers, the Carthage Tigers, the Hollister Tigers, the Stockton Tigers, the Humansville Tigers, Waplo Tigers. You think I'm gonna stop? Skyline Tigers. Waynesville Tigers, I think. Missouri Tigers. And the Logan Rogersville Wildcats. Which is basically a tiger wearing a different shirt. That's all that is. You guys probably don't know, I did a little research on why there's so many teams named the Tigers around here. Back in the day, there used to be like live tigers running around the Ozark Mountains. I don't know if you guys know about this. And these tigers would, like the little baby tigers would come up to the schools and the kids would be like, hey, can we keep this tiger? And the teacher's like, I don't really know what could go wrong. So sure, you know. So all the schools had their own little baby tiger. I don't know if you guys knew that. And I don't know what happened to them, but I know there sure are a lot of Chinese restaurants around here. There's more meat on a tiger than there is on a house cat. We played so many tigers. Our senior year, the girls made a big old banner, our first football game, and it was like, beat the Tigers. You know, and we're all lining up. And we're like, I'm gonna run through that first. And my buddy's like, I'm gonna outrun you. I'm gonna run through it first. And the coach is like, hold on, guys. We need that sign for 7 more games this season. We're running around it. All right, that's my local jokes. Because every time I say I'm from Bolivar, and then I get out there, and the number one question I get is, are you really from Bolivar? No, I just know all the mascots around here for some reason. So you don't need to ask me. I'm actually from Bolivar. Guys, I've gotten to the point in my comedy career, a lot of times after shows, I'll spend 30 minutes or an hour just signing autographs. I don't mind doing that. Now I got a whole backpack full of autographs I need to get rid of. If anybody's interested, let me know. I do have some souvenirs if you guys want a souvenir tonight. Help my business. Bryce Stanley Comedy, it's a lighter. And on the other end, there's a bottle opener. Yeah. Get a lighter, get a free bottle opener. You just want a bottle opener because of the free lighter. They're attached. So it's like Team 420 on this end and Team 5 o'clock somewhere. And I just got a hat out there, and you can put whatever you want in the hat. Take it. If you take one, take off running, I'm in no shape to chase you down. Just end up with a free lighter and a guilty conscience. So March 8th of 2020, I hopped on a cruise ship. Any history buffs in here? March of 20, not a good time to hop on a floating incubator in the sea. It was an 80s cruise, and we'd already paid for it. So we went. If you haven't been on an 80s cruise, it's 7 days of Madonna music and looking for a bathroom. Bunch of old dudes running around. And they were like all worried about the virus, so they made us wash our hands like everywhere we went. Washed my hands more on the 80s cruise than I did the entire 1980s. And then you couldn't go anywhere on the ship without the dudes with the hand sanitizer tubs. Washy, washy. Like everywhere, that's all you could hear. Madonna and washy, washy. Try to get to the buffet. Washy, washy. I got up to pee and there's a little dude in my cabin bathroom. Washy, washy. How'd you get in here, man? You weren't in here when we filmed that Snapchat earlier, were you? You didn't need to see that. But we did all right. We were like one of the last boats out there, but we made it back safe. And then we got home. They even sent us a letter said nobody got COVID on the cruise, so that was pretty cool. It was an 80s cruise, so 14 of us did get AIDS. I've been working through that since I got back. And we got back like on the cruise, like we had the news. And from the news, we thought all you guys were dead. But we got back and you guys were just out of toilet paper. So it wasn't too big a deal. So. I think it's weird how, like, if a dude puts on a Spider-Man outfit and heads out for the weekend, we're like, that guy's a little weird, you know? But if a dude dresses up like a football player, we're like, I bet that guy gets laid a lot. You know what I'm talking about, don't you? Grown men wearing football jerseys. Still a grown man dressing up like his favorite other grown man. I don't get it. Walking around like, look at me. I'm Patrick Mahomes. I got a rocket arm and talk like Kermit the Frog. It's like, you're a dentist, dude. Goofball. And he's always got his buddy, throw it to me. I'm Travis Kelce. Aaron Sachs pays me to be his friend. Made fun of Aaron Sachs and Ned Reynolds, so. If you listen quietly, you hear my tires being slit in the parking garage. I'm in trouble with the Springfield Legends. All right, well, you guys are Grandma Lighter tonight. If you want to talk to me about this, I got a program I started to help the kids. It's called the Surprise Baptism. What I do is I go to public pools. And I hang out in the middle of the pool. Wait for kids to get close to me. When I get one of them little sinners close, I'm like, boom, can I get an amen? I don't get a lot of amens. I get yelled at by moms quite a bit. Like, what are you doing to my son? I'm like, take it easy. I just gave your son eternal salvation. You're welcome. I realized I can just stand out in the middle of the pool and go, Polo! Polo! One of them would close his eyes and come right to me. It saves me a lot of steps. If I get bored with that, I go to the kiddie pool and just start splashing and make a little Methodist. And I know that's not how baptism works, but it feels pretty good. Doing the Lord's work. So I was on a mission trip to Whitewater last summer. And I realized I just wait at the bottom of the water slide. Let the kids do all the work themselves. It's so much easier. I saved like 400 kids that day. Saw 3 moms lose their bikini top too, so pretty good day on the mission. Alright. Get out of here pretty soon. So my wife and I, we got done filming a Snapchat the other night. And she's like, you should sleep naked. And I'm like, no way, you know? She's like, why not? I'm like, I got good reasons why I'm not gonna sleep naked. Reason number one, I don't think it's what's best for our sheets. I don't care what the thread count is. This roll around on all night is going to void the warranty. I was like, reason number two, I'm not sleeping naked. What if there's a fire? Now I'm out in the front yard doing a weenie roast for the neighbors. Probably get a misdemeanor or something. Misdemeanor if I get too close to the fire. And I said, but the main reason, and you guys in here know exactly what I'm getting ready to say, what if someone breaks in the house and I gotta fight them? Yeah, because I've seen enough TV to know there's gonna be martial arts involved. Rule one of Kung Fu, put on some fucking pants. I don't need something dangling while I'm spin kicking around the living room. That's how faces get broken. And then worse, what if he brings a weapon? You know? I'm the loser that's bringing a corn dog to a knife fight. Even worse, what if he brings a gun? You know? I'm pretty sure nobody breaks into my house planning on shooting somebody in the dick. But when I come barreling out of the bedroom, it's probably gonna cross his mind. So I told you all that, just so you know. That's why Sir Carl sleeps in our panties, guys. Alright, you guys have been a great crowd today.
Give it up for Bryce Stanley, everybody. All right, guys, it's that time of the night. Are you ready for your headliner? Yeah. All right, you see this guy on Colbert, Letterman. Get ready to make some noise, guys, for Nick Griffin.
Thank you. Give it up for Josh, everybody.